Three is a magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number.
How's it going, everybody? Farley here, and tonight I want to do 3 things for Thursday. Tonight I want to talk about 3 different things, or show 3 different things. Anyway, you get the gist. First off, I went over 500 subs a few days ago, and yeah, I don't care about the sub count, but I do care about interaction. So more people means hopefully more interactions with you guys and gals about comics, laser discs, albums, metal, whatever. All the interactions that I get here that I don't get in my quote-unquote regular life. So I could talk to a few of you about comics, a few of you about metal or Irish stuff, and I don't have people to talk to about that. So like if I want to talk about Irish punk, there's a few of you that I could get on and talk to about it. Metal, comics, And so what more subscribers means is more interactions, more different people that you can interact in about things that matter to you, but you can't really express in your day-to-day life outside of YouTube. So that being said, thanks to everybody that subbed. I appreciate you, and please keep the interactions, comments, questions. Tell me about something, an album you think I might like, or comic, or Laserdisc, or whatever. But keep the interactions coming. I really, really enjoy that. So, all right. So the second thing I want to talk about tonight is I got this cool, awesome gift from Beth at B-Side Records, who was kind enough to ask me the other day if I wanted a Walking Dead hardcover, and I did. So we have The Walking Dead. I know it's empty. That's the case. And here's the book. Awesomeness. So this is a collection, I think, of the first 24 comics in the series. Hardbound. Beautiful. Beautiful. If you like The Walking Dead show or zombie stuff, and you've ever thought about getting into comics, start with some Walking Dead. I think you'd enjoy it. And no, it's not exactly like the show. Like a lot of the things, well, of course, the comics are ahead of the TV show, but they're not the same things that happen in the comic are not the same things that always happen in the TV show. In fact, there's a lot of differences right now. So, but anyway, Beth, you're awesome. Thank you for sending me this. And if you're not subscribed to B-Side Records, I think anyone would enjoy her channel, no matter what community you're in. She loves records, but especially soundtracks and horror. So it's right up my alley. Love her channel. I love her content. And I think you would too. So check her out. And thank you so much, Beth, for thinking of me and sending me this. Now if I can get it back together. There we go. And then finally, I just wanted to talk about some new albums that I got. I'll run through these pretty quickly. Surprisingly, not a lot of metal in here. Matter of fact, only one album. Picked up Death Cab for Cutie's latest album, Thank You for Today. I've not been a huge fan of the 2 albums before this, and so I haven't picked those up. Narrow Stairs I have on CD, but I finally picked it up on vinyl, but it's not here yet. But this feels more like Narrow Stairs, that era, than the last 2 albums did. And so I was really, really stoked when I heard, the first song I heard was Northern Lights off of here. So I went and listened to the whole album, and it's a great album. And so this is kind of neat. Look at this. Wait, let me figure this out. You got to be smarter than the album. So you got that, Thank You for Today. And then you take that out, and look, the inner sleeve comes out. And it takes that with it. It's magic. So, but yeah, I'm a huge Death Cab for Cutie fan. Like I say, disappointed a little bit in the last 2 albums, but this one is like, bam! It's like Death Cab's back. And it's 180 grand. On Barsook Records. Next is a band that I've always liked, but never liked like the whole album. So it was never like I liked them enough to go and buy a whole album until I heard this, which I had never heard before. It's Dinosaur Jr. and their 2009 album Farm. And Over It it was the first song that I heard on here, and I was like, all right, so that's a really great song. Now I'm going to check out the whole album because, like I said, I've checked them out before, and I'm like, God, it's got maybe like 2 or 3 good songs, but I've never liked the whole album all the way through. But so far, this album, start to last, great album, and just look at what an outstanding album cover that is. I don't know, maybe some of you won't like it, but I think it's absolutely just beautiful. Then it's got some on the back. It's a 2 LP gatefold. And like I say, man, just a great album. And I haven't listened to every song a lot. I've heard every song on the album. First listen, I like them all. I haven't really gone into depth with a few of them yet, but I plan on it. But I can tell you, as far as I know, and again, Dinosaur Jr. is not a band that I followed for like years. But as far as I know, this is the first album of theirs that I think solid all the way through. I haven't heard them all. Like again, I hadn't heard of this album till in the last 2 weeks. And now I can't get enough of it. So great stuff. 180 gram, like I say, 2 LP, gatefold, beautiful labels. I love it when a record company or artist or whoever decides on the album art go the extra distance to make an album just unique and, you know, put a lot of thought and work into it. The problem is usually when they do that, then they're going to jack it up to like $25, $26 to start with. But luckily I found this album for a really good price. All right, and next, I don't know how many of you in the VC are familiar with Billy Bragg, but I don't know anyone else that ever talks about him. But I'm a huge fan of Billy Bragg. This is his 1986 12-inch EP, Greetings to the New Brunette. This was, Greetings to the New Brunette was a song that was featured on the album Talking with the Taxman About Poetry. But they come out with this EP. And besides that song, I really like their version of Deportees. And there's Power in the Union, which is an instrumental on here. But I enjoy the instrumental, but I also like the Power in the Union when Billy Bragg does it with the lyrics. So, and this is a just regular vinyl on I Got Discs, or wait, Go Discs. Farley can't read. So, like I said, little EP from '86 from one of my favorite songwriters, Billy Bragg. And finally, so I recently did a video talking about Ryan Adams and the whole allegations that have come out about him, and it's not looking good for him and all that. I'm not going over all that again. But to say, I ordered this before all those allegations came out. And so it finally got here. I ordered it from overseas. This is his album, Orion, which he did, what year? This is the second pressing. The first pressing just has the Orion in silver, but it doesn't have this artwork. I wanted this. This is the most I've paid for an album, and now I wished I hadn't. I'd already ordered it before all of the news broke about him. But this came out on his own record label, Pax-Am, 2000 and... Yep, no date. I don't remember. 2010, there we go, 2010. So Ryan Adams, Orion, it's him, and he plays a lot of the instruments, and then his friends play some of them. But it's Voivod Worship. The whole album is just kind of his, it's a, what do you call it, a concept album about Space Wars. And it's Voivod Worship. So if you like Voivod, I definitely think you'd like this album. I think it's a killer album. It's not perfect by any means, but it's one to have. But it's hard to get a hold of. And like I say, it's one I've been wanting for a while. And I finally found it at a, well, it wasn't, I had set the bar a little bit higher for this album than most. But it was nowhere near that. And then I got this, somebody put the second pressing up in Germany. And with shipping and everything, this is the most expensive album I've bought. I will tell you that. But would I do it knowing what's come out since I bought it about Ryan Adams? I don't think so. Probably wouldn't. And it'll probably drop. It'll probably be worth like $250 in like a month. But anyway, I like it. But knowing what I know now, I don't know if I'd have bought it or not. Anyway, so that's what I got. So again, thanks everybody for subbing and for commenting and interacting. I appreciate it. I enjoy it, and please keep it coming. Beth, thank you for the Walking Dead hardcover compendium. It's awesome of you to send that, and I hope you enjoyed the new album. So let me know what you think. All right, everybody. Me and Pup Pup. We're out. Take care.